Yup, back with another one. Back with another one. All right. So protests are still going on. Looks like they're losing a little bit of steam. I'm going to go ahead and show it to you. But before I do, let me go ahead and do the disclaimer.
Disclaimer under Section 107 of the Copyright Act 1976. Allowance is made for fair use for purposes such as criticism, comment, news reporting, scholarship, and research. Fair use is a use permitted by copyright statute that might otherwise be infringing. Nonprofit, educational, or personal use tips the balance in favor of fair use.
This is what's going on right now. It's like we're freezing up. Oh, they lost signal. That sucks because this is getting good already, y'all. They losing steam. They are losing steam out there. I'm telling you, it's getting to be a little funny. I ain't bullshitting you. Hold on, there's some other ones. Let me see. There's a couple different live streams going right now, which I appreciate. I do. What's this one? They over here going crazy already with this nonsense. All right, let me see. Oh, they capping. No. There we go. Can y'all hear it okay? Let me know. I can turn it up. You know it's peaceful right now until the nighttime hits. As soon as that sun starts going down, yes, I do. I'll put it in the chat right now. What is it? Make sure I know the right one. Oh yeah, there it is. They already put it in the chat for me. Thank you. What were some professional signs? Makes you wonder, like, who paid for all this? I mean, that's a valid question. Think about it. Who paid for it? If they're there protesting the Democrats against Joe Biden and Kamala Harris, then who in the actual fuck is funding this? That's a really valid question. I mean, for real. in the chat. Who do you all think is funding this? Who do you think is funding? Look at, they got a little baby out there. Oh, man. No, I guess it's peaceful. You got that pretty little baby out there, man, teaching her to do this stuff. You say Soros, Deep State, Rock That Is Black. I heard that. DNC, ain't no way. DNC ain't gonna fund it. Think about it. It'd be counterproductive. There we go, Chicago Hood. You know it. You know it. Well, we got to remember, you know, when you say why would they bring a child to it, you got to remember some of these people really are there. Like, there are some protesters that are there that really are there because of what's going on with Gaza and Israel. So, and she looks like she's a Palestinian little baby. So I understand her being there, and it's not violent yet. As long as they get her out of there before dark, it's good. Other countries, that's a good one, Cindy. It's all the same coin. Facts. You know why? You know why or not? You know, I would have a lot more respect for the whole Free Palestine movement if they were out there saying free the hostages on both sides. I'd have a lot more respect. Straight up. If they were like, yo, we're against the war, we're against what's going on in Gaza, we're against the hostages on both sides, release all the hostages, I would have a lot more respect. But I could tell that this is just a political, you know, a political stunt. Not to take away from the people who really are there because of their plight. And I feel that. I understand that. But come on, man. Who's funding you? And why are they funding you? I'm positive it's not fucking Hamas. I know Hamas is not funding this. You know what I'm saying? I know that the Palestinians ain't funding this. What would I do if I saw somebody burning the American flag? It depends. It all depends. I wouldn't like it, you know what I'm saying? But at the same time, they got the right to do whatever they want to do. I'm not going to infringe on nobody's rights. You know what I'm saying? I don't like it, though. I disagree with it. I don't think that that's something to do. If you don't like it here, you can leave. But at the same time, I understand how they feel as far as if you're somebody who's been conditioned to think that America is against you and that flag not representing you, but representing, like, for instance, imagine us if we're like, this government does not represent us. This Biden-Harris regime does not represent us, but they are representing the flag. And then you were brainwashed believing just that. So then you wouldn't have as much pride in the American flag as we do. We have pride in it because of what we know. They don't know, so they don't have pride in it. And plus, exactly that right there. Mama Kim, she knows. I can't go back, y'all. Now, if they burn the flag on my property, oh, they getting their ass whooped. That's that. If it was on my property and somebody burned the flag, oh, you're getting your ass whooped. That's it. Ain't no ands if a bus about it. I'm gonna whoop that ass. But in the street, you on public property, you do what you do. You know what I'm saying? What's up, Peggy? Once you know you're operating in a PSYOP, it's a lot easier to navigate. 100%. Let me see, Modcast needs good mods. I really do. I appreciate y'all. I appreciate all my mods. Shout out to my mods. I just got them last night. They joined in and said, bro, we got you. We'll mod. I'm like, man, I appreciate that. Let's see that one. Yeah. Please make sure you hit that like. Appreciate that. Please make sure you hit that like. Hey, what's going on, little Miss Maybe? Yeah, I'm pretty sure right now we're just going to hear a lot of yelling and chanting and Palestinian flags. I don't understand that either. If you want to be a mod, Amber's Truth, you already know. I got you. You're more than welcome to be a mod. You're A1. You say this is disgusting. See, I understand how you feel, right? But this right here, I'm okay with. I'm okay with. They're peacefully protesting. These people are doing it the right way, so I'm not mad at them at all. He hasn't called me yet to let me know. Exactly. Yes, I got you. I got you. I'll mod you up too. I got y'all right now. This is for educational purposes only. Just so you know, YouTube, I don't agree with that phrase. All right, just so you know, I disagree. Yeah, see, I can get with that. That's all right. Chanting part of indoctrination, submission and participation in their demonic ritual and spells. 100%, bro. You know something. Chicago Hood, you know something. Do they not know? I got you, Amber. Didn't I do it yet? I got you right now. Oh, I did it just now. All right, I got you. You are now a mod. They're out there. Shelly is safe. Yes, we've talked to Shelly. She's good. Hey, Leanne. God bless you. Facts. Yeah, it was going down last night. They were all going at it. Hey, Chicago Hood, I'm always down for that. This brother sound like he knows something. What's up, Leanne? All right, let me see what other lives is going on, y'all, because this is, you know, they going a little, they losing their drive. Have y'all noticed how low the energy is? It's just a whole bunch of low energy going on in that rally right now. I don't feel enthused at all. Like I don't like when I hear them going, it doesn't make me want to free Palestine anymore. You know what I'm saying? Like I should be excited. You feel me? They're not doing a good job at getting people excited. That's all I'm saying. That's it. All right, let's see. Oh, look at this guy.
I mean, I was live since the beginning. Reality is, they were only trying to march.
He's lying.
That is all. When they tried to march, they were met with a brutal force, a brutal army, the Chicago Police Department.
Now y'all see this, right? Y'all hear this. He's screaming right now. And this is
There was absolutely no violence. I just saw the New York Post. Their headline was violent anti-Israel protesters, 60 violent anti-Israel protesters arrested in Chicago, which is bullshit, complete bullshit. There was no violence. Yeah, they burned the flag.
There was some
But
violence.
you know what? All they were doing was protesting. That's protected. Burning the flag, marching, speaking out. That's all protected under the First Amendment right. That is why it is important to keep us here on the ground, showing you the reality, the truth. All right.
The whole world is watching! The whole world is watching! The whole world is watching! Free Palestine!
What is the point of this?
Free
I just don't get it. They're all just standing there chanting.
Free Palestine!
She ain't got nothing to read off.
Free Palestine! Hey, DSC, you can't hide!
You got off beat. She's losing momentum.
DSC, you can't hide! We charge you with genocide! We charge you with genocide! Israel, you can't hide! We charge you with genocide! We charge you with genocide! Hey, Biden, you can't hide! Hey, Biden, you can't hide!
I'm gonna do that. I think that's gonna be my next video.
We charge you
It's probably
with
gonna piss off some of my friends
genocide!
because some of my friends are Palestinian, and you know I love y'all. It's not nothing against y'all, but I want to see what happens when I do this online. I'm gonna go buy a Palestinian flag, and I'm gonna record myself, and I'm gonna burn it, and I want to see what happens. I want to see the backlash that happens from the video. I'm gonna do it. No, we're not. I'm not. I'm not a Palestinian, y'all. Don't believe her. She's lying. That's funny. There's a whole bunch of probably little white kids out there talking about we're Palestinians. Oh man.
Free Palestine!
Oh, her voice started hurting, so she gave it to this one.
Free Palestine! Get up and take a stand!
I wonder if she's actually Muslim or she's just like virtue signaling.
Taking back our land! Get up and take a stand! We're taking back our land! If we don't get it,
I heard that.
What do we want? When do we want
So,
it?
how do you all feel about it? Like, I know. As
When do we
a
want
let me
it?
pause this freaking loud
What
mouth.
do we
One second, I'm
want?
gonna pause this thing, turn it down.
When do we want it?
All right. So I want to know something from you guys, right? How do y'all feel about what's going on over there? How do you feel when you see these videos of these little kids being, destroyed? How you feel when you see bombs being dropped? How do you feel when you see a man walking and he's got his kid with him and you can tell he's a civilian and the IDF just come up and start beating the dude? I know the importance of Israel as a I don't want to say an ally, but a military strategical point, right? I understand that. So I get why we got to be cool with Israel. But I mean, Israel, in my eyes, is not our ally. They bombed our battleship. They bombed a ship, and it doesn't get talked about, right? It does not get talked about at all. But they try to say it was an accident, but it lasted for over 2 hours. They were attacking for 2 hours. So it's like, I don't know. I got a skewed opinion about Israel's government. I ain't gonna lie. I feel like they're one of the most corrupt on the planet. They're up there with ours. Real talk. That's my stance. Like, I don't like when innocent people on either side. You feel me? I don't like when innocent people on either side are getting destroyed. And that's what happens with war. None of these people in the government, they ain't out there getting hurt. It's the people that end up getting hurt. The people suffer. And now look at over here in our own country. We got people over here flying these damn flags and holding rallies. Somehow shut it down. And, it's crazy. But I understand. Am I coming through clear? I need to know that. Is the video clear?
Occupation no more. 5, 6, 7, 8. Israel is a racist state. Israel is a racist state. And 3, 5, 7, 9. Free Palestine. Free Palestine. Long live Palestine. Free Palestine. Long live Palestine. Brick by brick, wall by wall. The occupation has to fall. 1, 2, 3, 4. Open up the prison doors. 3, 5, 7, 9.
Why she skip the numbers?
Free Palestine.
Oh, to make it rhyme. I get it. Okay, never mind. I don't gotta answer.
Free Palestine. Now, as everyone's coming in, I want everybody to make as much noise as possible. We need to let them know we're here, and we're here to represent.
They can't hear you.
And we're here for the people of Texas. Make some noise.
They're not going to be able to hear you all the way over there in the DNC. They're not. It's a wall. There's a wall there.
All right, I got a new one for y'all. Maybe you've heard it, but this one's new. Ready? Trump and Harris will resist them.
No energy.
Trump and Harris will resist them. Trump and Harris will resist them.
No energy at all.
We reject the whole damn system.
So this is, hold on. This is like a call for an overthrow of America at this point, y'all. Anybody else feeling that? How are they not in jail for this, man?
Trump and Harris will resist them. We reject the whole damn system. We reject the whole damn system.
I'll tell you what ain't gonna happen.
Resistance is justified.
He ain't taking over this motherfucking country. I'll tell you that right now.
Resistance is justified.
It's a whole. Let me tell y'all something real quick. I gotta.
When there
Let me pull this down. I just want to say this real quick. Do you know why? Do you know why America will never be invaded? I know they got a whole bunch of illegals in here right now and all of that, and this free Palestine and all this stuff. But do you want to know why they will never be able to invade America? We got a super secret weapon in this country. Rednecks. It's the truth. I'm just saying. I'm not saying it in a bad way. My mama's a redneck. All right. I'm not saying it in a bad way, but we got rednecks. And not only that, them rednecks got like underground bunkers with a whole bunch of guns and ammunition. They prepared for a whole nother war. You know what I'm saying? And they just waiting for that day where they get to use it. Can you imagine it? They say, oh, there's an invasion happening in America. All the rednecks, hey, Jasper, go down, open up the bomb shelter. We need to get out there. They're trying to take our country. They go out. There's a whole bunch of shit going on. I'm just saying, I'm half redneck myself, so I can say this stuff. Don't be offended. All right. But yeah, that's what I think. Do you agree?
Biden, you can't hide. Biden, you can't hide. You're funding a genocide. You're funding a genocide. Democrats, you can't hide.
They're hiding very well. And this is why I'm saying she's lying. They are hiding very well. They're hiding behind a big ass wall that they built around the DNC. You can't get in. You can't get in, dummy. So how they can't hide?
Kamala, it is time.
Comments are funny.
It is time. Stop funding war crimes.
The rednecks unite. Oh, I know that's right. You know, rednecks and brothers from the hood, historically, we get along very well. I know what they try to tell you about like racism and all that, but in my day, rednecks and brothers, we get along very well. Straight up. Don't believe the hype that they try to portray, man. We get along. We're more alike and we're different. To be real.
We reject the whole damn system.
Did you guys see what happened when they brought an immigrant, a Venezuelan, and tried to get him in the DNC? Did anybody see that? Tell me if you've seen that. If you didn't, I got the video, and I would love to show it to you if you didn't see it.
Free Palestine. Free Palestine. Every time Biden lies.
All right, you want to see it? I'll play it real quick. I'm gonna show it. One sec, y'all. I got you.
Every time.
All right, let me pause this, mute this, whatever, because it's getting annoying. I ain't gonna lie to you. It's getting annoying. Watch this. Y'all about to crack up. It's funny. All right. Here we go. It's not long. It's only 3 minutes long, but it is fantastic. This man is a GOAT for this. I can't believe he did it. I cannot believe he did it. All right, here we go. Let me pull it up. Check this out.
Hey, Steve Cortez here on the west side of Chicago, Democratic National Convention at United Center. The Democrats, of course, want open borders and want an endless stream of illegal migrants pouring into the United States. This is my new acquaintance, Edwin. Say hello.
My name is Edwin. Nice to meet
Okay, Edwin is from Venezuela.
You know,
and we're going to take Edwin into the DNC
My name
so that he can meet the Democrats who want open borders. He should meet his new friends, hear the speakers, and learn about the Democratic Party. So, Edwin, let's head in, shall we?
Excelente.
Right. This is Edwin from Venezuela, migrant, invited in by the Democrat Party. He'd like to come into the Democratic Convention.
You have to get your credentials. Yep, you have to go to Jackson.
Yep. Wait, you mean he needs credentials and permission to come in
Yes.
to get past the wall?
Yeah.
Oh, it's like a border wall in a way, huh?
Yeah. You have to have ID. credentials.
Okay, to come to the United States?
No,
Not to come to the United States. Okay, but to come to the Democratic Convention.
Here,
Okay, you believe in security. You believe in securing a boundary. Edwin can't come in.
without credentials.
That's all I know.
I commend you on guarding this border. You're doing it very effectively, folks. Good morning. Hi there. We would like to get some credentials for Edwin. Come on, Edwin. Edwin is from Venezuela.
Hold on. I got to address this. My man, Truth Seeker. Say, didn't the Republicans kill the border bill? Yeah, they did, but there's a good reason why. They killed the border bill because it had $65 billion in funding to Ukraine in it. Had nothing to do with the border. They were trying to send some money to Ukraine. They tried to pack it full of things that the people did not agree with. So that's why they killed that border bill. Just to, throw that out there.
So we tried to get Edwin into the convention. He's a migrant from Venezuela. No organization, just American. And he's a migrant from Venezuela. Wanted to get into the convention. We figured that they would love to have a migrant from Venezuela come in. They said we need credentials. So we're here to get the credentials.
Okay. Has anyone filled out an application for him?
So you have to. There's a process in the application. He didn't have that at the border.
Okay. I have my own personal beliefs on this, but right now I'm sure. Okay. So I've asked him to turn the camera off.
Just to be clear, we have been ejected from the DNC credentialing office because we're not permitted to be here. We don't have permission. We didn't go through the application process. It seems like the United States would use similar rules about crossing the U.S. border. DNC doesn't believe in that, but they do believe in it for their own convention. This is Edwin. He's from Venezuela. He's a migrant. Democratic Party wants an endless stream of migrants into America, so I'd like him to go and meet his political friends, listen to the speeches, and come in the Democratic convention. Well, you're laughing. He's allowed to come to the United States without identification or permission. Can he come into the DNC?
I don't think the Secret Service is going to go for it. No.
They're not going to go for it? Well, they went for it at the border.
Well, maybe you can get credentials.
Stop. How can we help you, sir?
We'd like to get Edwin in. The Democratic Party invited him into America from Venezuela. We'd like to get Edwin in to meet his Democratic friends.
Now, they
Do you need credentials to go in the United States?
We're done. Do
you need credentials to go in the United States? So we do need credentials here to get past this heavily armed barrier. Well, Edwin, Kamala Harris has an open border. You're allowed in America. You're not allowed into her party. Oh, well, Edwin. We tried. 2 gates, credentials. 0 for 3. That's a strikeout in Viesco. See? Today strikes. We're out.
Podría haber una diferencia.
Same in Caracas, same in Venezuela.
Yeah.
That was good. That was good, man. You can't say that wasn't good, y'all. That was good. But man, he went in there and did that. That was really excellent. By the way, for everybody that doesn't understand that the world is just a stage at this point, I would like for you to watch this real quick. Just real quick. All right. Check this out. Listen. Oh, look at that. She can't get it through without that teleprompter. She's reading the script the whole damn time, y'all. I don't want to hear nothing else about how great Kamala is. Kamala? Is that how you say it? Kamala? I know people get upset at the way you pronounce her name. At this point, I don't know what the fuck to call her, so I'm just going to call her Kabbalah. All right? Is that cool with y'all? Kamala Harris. All right. Let's get back over here to the Free Palestine. They're giving a speech now. There we go. Boom.
Where do we go from here? The answer is simple, Chicago. We stay the course.
I don't like that.
We do not give into fake handouts. We do not fund the genocide enablers. We, the people, stay strong in our call for justice. We demand more than what this party has given us. This week and every week that comes after, we promise to fight for a liberated Palestine from the river to the sea. Because although empire will always
I agree with that.
So let me hear you loud! Free, free Palestine! Free, free Palestine! Free, free, free Palestine! Free, free, free Palestine! Free, free, free Palestine! Free, free, free Palestine! Get up and take a stand! Get up and take a stand! We're taking back our land! We're taking back our land! We're taking back our land!
How you taking back your land, but you're in America?
With that,
I don't
I'd like to
understand.
introduce my amazing co-MC,
Go to Israel and do this shit.
USBCN. Make some noise.
Go to Israel and do this. If you talking about you taking back your land, take your ass
Thank
over
you,
there and take it
Jeanette.
back. You won't. You know why?
Hey, Dams, you can't hide.
Because you ain't allowed to talk. Woman, go to
We
Palestine.
charge
You
you
can't
with
talk.
genocide.
Shut up. Unless your man say you can talk.
Hello, everyone. My name is Nasreen. I am a proud Palestinian and an organizer with the U.S. Palestinian Community Network, one of the leading organizations in the Coalition for Justice in Palestine, and I am honored to be here speaking to kick off our program and action. CJP represents all of the major Palestinian community organizations in the Chicagoland. We are united in our action to fight for a liberated Palestine. The Palestinians of Gaza are trying to survive a genocide and an administration that supplies and gives Israel the green light to murder our people. The DNC has the audacity to be celebrating in our city. This administration and party has been threatening those that are trying to hold Israel accountable, from threatening sanctions on South Africa to threatening the lives of judges in the ICJ. This administration has advocated to harm students, organizers, and community members for exercising their First Amendment rights. By sending law enforcement and FBI to scare our community because we speak out against this genocide. Our community and other communities are not new to government surveillance and government entrapment and repression. Both
I don't want to hear
Democrats
shit about
and
entrapment. All right, I'm a
Republicans
J6er.
are guilty
I
of
know all about
killing
entrapment.
and jailing leaders in liberation movements. The government went after the Black Panther Party for fighting for Black liberation. In the west side of Chicago, a young martyr by the name of Fred Hampton, leader of the Black Panthers, was killed by the FBI.
Rest in peace.
Right here in Chicago.
She's spitting
The
facts on that
government
one.
went after leaders in the Puerto Rican liberation movement like Oscar Lopez. Oscar Lopez was also an organizer here in Chicago. The government went after the Chicano movement like leaders Carlos Montes, who led the LA walkout, and he actually spoke here at the March on the DNC this past Monday. The indigenous liberation movements like Leonard Peltier are still locked up. I want to take a moment to acknowledge some friends here with us from the NDN Collective, who is fighting to free Leonard Peltier, and we make it clear that the indigenous people of Palestine identify with the indigenous people of every land.
New subscriber. Appreciate that,
including
Jay.
indigenous
Welcome, my
people's
bro.
rights in this country. And we raise the call to free all of our Palestinian political prisoners who are
All the
facing
new
the most
people,
horrific
welcome.
torture in Israeli detention centers, including physical and sexual violence, all supported and funded by the U.S. government and the Democratic Party.
Truth Seeker, you on one today, huh, my bro?
Shame! We are here to say that the Democrats' words are meaningless.
Oh, I gotta throw this
If
comment
they
up
talk
there.
about reproductive
Oh, look
rights,
at that.
education,
Ain't that the truth?
holding law enforcement accountable, immigrant rights, or health care, but if they are the main funders of genocide, their words mean absolutely nothing, because Palestine is everyone's issue.
No, it's not.
The Democratic Party has failed.
No, it's not.
The Democratic Party has failed working and oppressed people at home while funding a genocide abroad, and now must face the mass movement
Thank
here.
you, Leanne. Appreciate that.
This is an incredible mobilization that should terrify Democrats, not only because they took our community for granted, but because of the incredible diversity of faces and voices out here who are saying loudly and clearly, they call to stop the genocide immediately, to end all racist, Zionist, white supremacist, apartheid state of Israel, and to support Palestine's legitimate struggle and resistance against the occupation and colonization.
You
We
just
should be
comment
clear.
in the box,
We will
Tammy.
not support any candidate who supports genocide. Our community will not be pawns in a game to pick who will be our executioners. Genocide Joe's legacy will forever be the genocide of the Palestinian people. Killer Kamala is part of the administration that has killed over 40,000 Palestinians, displaced over 2 million, and provided unlimited aid to the Israeli genocide machine.
Yeah, you could, Rihanna. That is a lot better, actually.
Immediately end all aid to Israel. And the flow of weapons.
Take your ass to Palestine and fight over there.
This is the Algerian revolution of our generation. The Algerians lost 1 million of their beautiful souls, but kicked the French imperialists and colonizers out of their country. And that's where Palestine is headed, to defeat of Israeli Zionism and racism, and to victory and liberation for Palestine.
Hey, Jason, these ain't even liberals no more, bro. They are anarchists now. They're anarchists. They're not liberals no more, bro. They're against the liberals now, which is great. You know what I'm saying? A not vote for Kamala is a vote for Trump.
Of introducing 25th Alderman Byron Cicho Lopez. Many of you know him. We have the great honor of welcoming him. Chicago's own alderman who fights for the justice all around Chicago land, and he fights especially for the Palestinian people, and advocated for a ceasefire and was in it for the fight. Please welcome 25th Ward Alderman Byron Cicho Lopez.
Thank you. And it's an honor to be here today with all of
fuck.
you.
Oh,
and here in Chicago, we say, and we're proud to say, free, free Palestine! Free, free Palestine! Free, free Palestine! Free, free Palestine! Long live Palestine!
Long live. Long live.
Thank you, every single one of you, for coming today. My name is Byron Cicho Lopez, and I have the honor and privilege to represent the 25th Ward, a historic immigrant port of entry for many, many immigrants. We're proud to stand in solidarity with our Palestinian brothers, sisters, and siblings that have been suffering for a shameful occupation
Real talk, Amber.
over 75 years, and today they are enduring a genocide that has already cost the lives of more than 40,000 people. Many of them innocent children, women, and men are slaughtered with U.S. bombs that drop
I ain't trying to hear this
every
shit.
single day. While we continue to hear the rhetoric that we are calling for a ceasefire. Well, this is very simple. There will be a ceasefire when there is an arms embargo on Israel, because we cannot continue to fund genocide. Here in Chicago, we understand that working people's liberation cannot be complete.
Hey, moderators, as long as ain't nobody disrespecting nobody, don't block their comments, all right? As long as they not disrespecting nobody in the comments, let them have their opinion. I love freedom of speech. So even if it's something we disagree with, let it be said on here. Don't block them.
James Baldwin, who said wisely and also condemned the occupation. All children are all ours. All of them. Every single one of them. And today, when we see bombs being dropped on innocent young men, when we see polio, famine, taking the lives of innocent people, we got a choice. We either stand for freedom and liberation, or we allow the attack on human dignity to attack everywhere the consciousness of justice in the world. So here in Chicago, we say we're proud to stand in solidarity, as Chairman Fred Hampton said, international solidarity to defeat the fascists to defeat those who believe in war, those who want to divide to conquer. And here we know the facts. And the fact is that children continue to die. Families continue to
Appreciate
be
that, Rihanna.
in the
Thank
numbers,
you.
entire families wiped out. Apartheid and ethnic cleansing, if we know anything from history, will fall down. I got no doubt in my mind. It will fall down, but we will need every single one of us to organize until the apartheid goes down, just as with the African.
Truth
when
seeker, stop,
South
dog.
African
You know you
apartheid
capping
went
right
down,
now, man.
It went down because of the people and the student movement, the students that I commend for taking courageous stances, because many people.
Nah, I gotta address it. I got to, because I've done this before, but now I gotta do it again. Chrisanne, message me on TikTok. I'll send you my address. I ain't got a PO box. I got an address though. But I gotta say this real quick, and then we'll get back to this stupid ass protest. For everybody that's watching that may think Trump was tied in with Epstein in that kind of way, I just gotta tell you. Stop. Think about it. I want you to remember this. They tried to go after this man and dig in everything to find something to damn him about everything in his life. Nothing. Came back with nothing. So they made up a bunch of bullshit cases that we've been watching and we seeing how they plan out. Kangaroo courts, all types of shit. If they had anything about him with Epstein, don't you think that would be front and center on the news? Use your brain. Use your brain. Okay? Stop with the cap. That's all I'm asking. Stop with the fucking cap. Trump's the best thing that we had happen to America in my lifetime, bro. If you disagree, you're welcome to disagree, but I will just point you to policy every time. I'm not going to talk about how his moral character is. I'm not going to talk about the language he uses. I'm not going to talk about his religion. I'm going to point you straight to policy. You can't point me to policy of Joe Biden. That was good. You definitely can't point me to policy that Kamala Harris got that's good. You can't even go on her fucking website and get no policy from Kamala Harris that's good. Stop the cap. Stop. That's it. That's all I got. Let me keep going with this stupid protest. I'm only covering this for you guys. My head hurts listening to these damn people.
In front of our very eyes. We cannot allow that. We cannot allow that. We, the people, won't press out. So today I tell you, the genocide and the war crimes are not welcome here. Genocide, war crimes are not welcome here. And I tell you to my Republican fascists, I have a message for them too. Because I'm not going to be done only with the Republicans. With the fascist Republicans here, I tell you too, you're not going to divide us. And I tell you, we are not going to fall for the divide and conquer. We immigrants have a lot to lose if Trump wins. We know what the protections are. We know what happens to Project 25.
Hell yeah, you got a lot to lose. That fucking EBT card all of y'all got.
We must fight.
I'm not against help, but shit.
Fight back. And this fight must incorporate all working people. All of us against genocide. All of us against apartheid. All of us for humanity. Only last week we saw a father of triplets. It's unconscionable how we saw that a father of twins that went to pick up a birth certificate for his twin sisters only went back to pick up the bodies of his twin sisters, of his twin daughters, and his wife. That is a shame. That's a war crime. I will not be allowed. So today I tell you, rise up, fight back until all of us are free. There's no liberation until all of us are free. If Palestine is not free, none of us are free. Sí se puede. Hasta la victoria siempre.
Fight for our liberation! Fight for our liberation! Down with the occupation! Down with the occupation! With that, I would like to introduce our next speaker.
about y'all stop
And I think this is
occupying
really
our fucking
important
communities? How about
because
that?
again, when we talk about the genocide of Gaza, we cannot forget the real world, the real people that it affects in our community. So, I would like to introduce somebody from Little Palestine, Chicago. Our next speaker is a young woman who has lost 100 family members in the genocide, including most recently Al Jazeera correspondent Ismail Al-Ghul. Please help me welcome Salma Al-Ghul. Make some noise!
Whoa. Yeah.
Salam and peace to you all. My name is Salma Al-Ghul. It is with a heavy heart that I have to keep speaking up to you about the ongoing genocide in Gaza. We gather here today not just as members of different communities and ethnicities,
I
but
don't know
as
if that's
fellow
a
human
shadow or
beings,
her
bound by a
sideburns are
shared sense
fucking
of
Elvis
justice,
style.
empathy, and the belief that every life is precious. The ongoing genocide in Gaza is not just a humanitarian issue, it is a political issue. That is why we are here today to protest the DNC and demand our own government and politicians take a stand and end the Israeli genocidal killing machine in Gaza and not be complicit in the killing of my people. I always mention the number of my family members killed during this ongoing slaughter, but I will not today. The pain and suffering in Gaza are not just numbers on a screen or headlines in the news. They are real and they are happening right now. There are more than 40,000 killed and slaughtered during the 10 months of this war. They are the cries of a mother who has lost her child, the desperation of a father who cannot provide for his family, and the fear in the eyes of a child who has known nothing but war. These are the stories of human beings who deserve dignity, respect, and a chance at peace and liberation. This is not just a conflict, it is a genocide that challenges the very core of our humanity. What is happening in Gaza is not an isolated incident. It is part of the Palestinian people's painful and long struggle for liberation and freedom that has persisted for decades. A struggle rooted in historical
Yeah, it was like
injustices.
70
The
arrests.
Palestinian people of Gaza have endured
Crazy. There was a
repeated
mass
cycles of
shooting. They're trying to
barbarity,
say
each more
you know what they
devastating
said?
than
I've
the
never heard
last.
them say this on the
As we
news.
speak,
They
the
said
world
there
watches.
was a
Yet
mass
you people
shooting
are watching
in
and
the
doing nothing.
backyard.
We must act.
In the
We must raise
backyard.
our voices
That's what they
against this
said.
genocide
So they
and
didn't
call
have to
for an
say
immediate
by
end
the
to the
DNC.
bloodshed.
But there was a mass shooting.
We
6
must
people were
remember
shot. One
that
person
this
was
is not
fatal.
about Gaza.
The rest are
It's about our
recovering.
collective humanity.
I
It
forgot
is
to tell
about
you
the
guys that when I
values we
signed on.
hold
My bad.
dear. Justice, compassion, and the belief that all people, regardless of where they are born or the circumstances they find themselves in, have the right to live in peace and security. We must also look beyond the immediate genocide and address the root causes of the conflict. Issues of occupation, displacement, and the denial of self-determination. In closing, I would like you to please remember that silence in the face of genocide is complicity. We have a
Facts.
moral obligation to speak out, to stand with those who are suffering, and to work towards a future where no child has to live in fear, where no family has to mourn the loss of a loved one due to occupation, and where peace is not just a distant dream, but a reality for all. Let us be the voice for those who have none, and let us act now before it is too late. Thank you, and free Palestine.
He's very tall.
This is our future, everyone. Give it up to Selma. So proud of our youth. I have the honor of introducing someone that I consider a mentor, and I wouldn't be here today without him. Frank Chapman, a legendary
I don't want to keep
organizer
listening
for
to these
Black
people speak.
liberation in the U.S.
I'd rather show
who's
you
a
guys some
former
different
political
videos.
prisoner and currently leading the culture.
I can't do this. It is ridiculous. I'm sorry. Just a bunch of bullshit. All right, let's see what else we got. Same shit. Ain't nothing popping off yet, so we ain't gonna get no real action. It's not. What's this? What is this? No, still right there. Yeah. I don't know, guys. This is I can't just sit and listen to this. It's really it hurts my head. I'm not gonna lie to you. It hurts my head. So I'm gonna say this. Man. Over 800,000 people go missing in America. Children, people, but children, right? A lot of children. 800,000 a year. And you got people out here funding for people to go into the streets and talk about Palestine. You got people going out there promoting the LGBT, you know what I'm saying? The LGBT for Palestine. You got all this crazy bullshit. How come you don't see nobody marching in the streets talking about the 800,000 Americans that go missing every year? What about that? How come you don't see people out in the streets protesting about the violence that happens right here in America? You don't see none of that. Except this this the only thing you see is this virtue signaling for other nations. And I'm sorry, but you over here flying a damn rainbow flag, you know, which do your thing, not taking shots at nobody, but you're doing it for a place that would not accept you. They would never accept you. You went to Palestine or Gaza and you try walking around out there with that rainbow flag and you wearing high heels, but you got a thing. Yeah, you already know what time it is. They're going to bring you to the highest building. It's written. It's not my word. This is that word. You know what I'm saying? So I don't get it. We got other things that we could be fighting for right here in America. And then you're trying to, this is what's funny, and nobody ain't seeing this play, but the Palestinians are now on the side of the immigrants. Why do you think that is? The Palestinian protesters are speaking out and in favor of the immigrants, and they're bringing out somebody to talk to the immigrants. They're trying to rally these immigrants together to get what their cause, and you know what their cause is. They get out there. It's the same people that dressed up and infiltrated Black Lives Matter that are infiltrating the Free Palestine movement. Because the Free Palestine movement, I'm not going to say that it's a bad movement. I'm not saying that at all. But the people that are infiltrating that movement are going to make it bad. Just same way that they did with BLM. Because they're going to commit these acts like we seen last night. They're going to do the same things that they did in 2020. And it's going to make that movement discredited. And it's going to get a lot of people hurt, a lot of people locked up. And that's just what it is. All right. And this whole LGBT for Palestine movement, they're not even accepted. If you go back and watch the video, you're not going to see no pride flags in that audience right there around that arena. You're not going to hear them on that stage talk about the LGBT. Not once. Go back and listen to it, what I played yesterday. You're not going to hear them support the LGBT. They're not going to do it. But yet they're out there. So why are they out there? Who's paying them to be out there? They just want to be on some radical shit. That's really what it comes down to. They want to be on some radical shit. They want to make America weak. They want to make us vulnerable. That's all this is. Because in my eyes, they want us, you know, they want to I don't know the words to use without getting myself taken down. But they want what happened back in the 1800s to happen again. And the only thing that happens with that, let's say the Democrats get into office, right? God forbid the Democrats stay in office for another 4 years and stuff kicks off. What do you think happens? Martial law. Because now you got people, you don't know if it's a civilian or not because you let in so many undocumented people. You don't know what's going on. You got Americans fighting against people, you know, and then some are Americans that are on the other side of these immigrants that are promoting them being here. And everybody got this fascination with socialism now and communism. I don't understand that either. You don't have benevolent leaders in this country. They're all about lining their pockets and getting rich. You think they're going to keep the same thing that you got? You think that if they ration everything, they're going to be like, oh, here, we're all going to be millionaires. No. I'm going to say all of you motherfuckers is going to be broke. Y'all going to have just enough to be able to survive, and that's it. While they sit and live in Malibu and Silicon Valley and all the nice places, all the beachfront properties, all of that shit, they're going to keep it. And your ass, if you don't live in a ghetto, you will. It's going to become a ghetto. It's going to become a ghetto. Complete control. So you younger generation, I want to play this for you younger generation. If I got any younger viewers watching this right now, you need to see this because the Gen Zers, right? Y'all are supporting somebody that thought that y'all were just the stupidest fucking thing in the world. I want you to understand that. She said it. I didn't say it. She said it. She said it. Here you go. Here, let's watch this. Let's watch this, everybody. I want everybody to watch this with me right now. Matter of fact, if you could, please share this right now. Share this. Share this video out for me. Hit the share button.
You think you just fell out of a coconut tree?
Who is Kamala Harris? She won't hold news conferences and rarely takes questions from reporters. Instead, she reads the same speech off teleprompter again and again.
The path to the White House runs right through this state.
Her campaign also releases carefully produced videos.
We believe in a future where every person has the opportunity not just to get by, but to get ahead.
That would be good. But would Harris's policies allow that? America's on track to bankruptcy.
The vice president votes in the affirmative.
Harris repeatedly casts tie-breaking votes to spend more of your money.
Unlocking the ability to pass a COVID relief package without Republican votes.
Last election, I ran a game show that compared candidates' spending plans. It found that Trump and Biden wanted to increase spending by more than $200 billion. Elizabeth Warren and Bernie Sanders by trillions. But I was surprised that the biggest spending plans came from Kamala Harris. Her proposals would have exploded our debt.
The highest inflation in 41 years.
Biden's irresponsible spending ignited nasty inflation. Imagine what inflation would be like if Harris had been president.
Facts.
In her first policy speech, she's proposed almost $2 trillion in new spending.
Provide first-time home buyers with $25,000.
And $2 trillion small compared to what she wanted to do during COVID. Give every American $2,000 a month. That would have cost $21 trillion. She's also endorsed eliminating private health insurance, having government take it all over. Even CNN anchors seemed puzzled.
So for people out there who like their insurance, they don't get to keep it?
Well, listen, the idea is that everyone gets access to medical care.
Now her campaign says she no longer supports entirely government-run health care. She's flip-flopped on other issues.
There's no question I'm in favor of banning fracking.
No question, she told CNN. But now Harris wants votes in Pennsylvania, where fracking provides jobs. Her campaign now says she won't ban fracking. And they even say Republicans claiming she wanted a fracking ban is false, an obvious attempt to distract. But what's false? That's what she said.
There's no question I'm in favor of banning fracking. So, yeah.
She also wanted to force gun owners to sell their guns to the government.
I support a mandatory buyback program.
Mandatory. But again, today,
a Harris campaign spokesperson tells us that the vice president would no longer require this.
So who is the real Kamala Harris? She used to brag about being a tough prosecutor against even the smallest offenses.
I decided I was going to start prosecuting parents for truancy.
But then when progressives said abolish the police, she flip-flopped. And during the George Floyd riots, when people were looting and setting fires, Harris tweeted, help post bail for those protesting. Now that the policing pendulum has swung back, she again brags about locking people up.
I took on perpetrators of all kinds.
During the 2019 Democratic debate, Tulsi Gabbard pointed out her hypocrisy.
She put over 1,500 people in jail for marijuana violations and then laughed about it when she was asked if she ever smoked marijuana.
That was true.
Have you ever smoked?
I have.
Okay. Like
and I inhale. I did inhale.
Okay.
Another criticism of Harris is that she's nasty to people who work for her.
Incredibly, there's been a 92% turnover on her staff.
Politico called her office abusive, an unhealthy environment. Now, if she were a hard-charging boss who got results, that might be okay. But we know what happened when Biden put her in charge of the border.
More than 302,000 migrants crossed the southern border.
Of course, more people crossed. Harris promised them free stuff.
Medicare for all to people who are in this country illegally?
I am opposed to any policy that would deny any human being public education or public health, period.
Today, the legacy media want to protect Harris because they hate Trump so much. They were more honest when Harris ran against other Democrats.
You're considered the most liberal United States senator.
Somebody said that, and it actually was Mike Pence on the debate stage, but
Yeah. Well, actually, the nonpartisan GovTrack has rated you as the most liberal senator.
GovTrack's ranking of Harris was up on their site for 5 years. But once it looked like she would get the nomination, they deleted the page. When questioned about it, they said, votes from one legislative session are not sufficient to create a reliable portrait.
what can be unburdened by what has been.
Harris needs this media cover because she says weird things
What can be unburdened by what has been.
and radical things.
Yes, we do talk about equity. We actually believe it is a good principle.
Equality and equal opportunity aren't good enough, she says.
There's a big difference between equality and equity. Equality suggests, oh, everyone should get the same amount. Equitable treatment means we all end up at the same place.
So we need more government redistribution.
Everybody should end up in the same place.
Finally, Harris embraces the word woke.
We have to stay woke. Like everybody needs to be woke.
What's so funny about woke?
Cause a lot of us to be woke.
She's the favorite to be our new president?
And you can talk about if you're the wokest or woker, but just stay more woke than less woke. Yeah.
It's upsetting that this big government opportunist and this crass egomaniac are our choices. The good news is that America's founders wisely created checks on executive power. Foolish media often say the president runs the country.
Run the country.
Run this country.
The worst person possible is running the country.
But the president runs just one of three branches of government, each of which was designed to be able to stop the other from doing something crazy. The founders demanded limited government because they'd seen the damage done by tyrants. With these two candidates, I'm grateful for those limits on executive power. I sure hope they stick.
I like this guy. He's middle of the line, calls it like it is. So I don't got no gripe with him. I know he's not a Trump guy, but he's honest, you know, and that's his opinion. But what he was showing about Kamala was facts. The flip-flopping, that's a fact. You know what I'm saying? I can't get over how people will still sit here and be okay with her. Like, I don't get it. How are you okay with her? How are you okay? How are you okay with Kamala Harris? I don't understand it. I don't. That's all I got, guys. So I'm going to sign off right now. I'll be back in an hour. All right. In 1 hour, I'm going to come back because I promised you guys yesterday that I would give my backstory. All the new followers are going to be tuning in, I guess, at 6 p.m. Central Standard Time. I'm going to go ahead and set the live up now. If you guys want to come back, I'd greatly appreciate it. And I'm going to let you know how I got to be where I am, all the things that I've been through with January 6th and going to prison. And then before that, how I became a Trump supporter, all of it. We're going to talk about it. All right. It's going to be my first real tell all, you know, from birth to now. That's what we're going to do. I'll see you guys in a little bit. Peace.